Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be going over my thoughts completely about the Unova tour after day 2 and just talking about it, looking at what I actually was able to receive as far as shinies, 100% or anything great, power up a couple of things, and just discuss this because this was a very expensive event. If you bought all the tickets, did you need to? Absolutely not. You can play this game for free all the time if you want. Well, very limited if you're trying to become something better, stronger, beyond what you're just able to do per day, then obviously you're going to need to invest. But with that said, I don't know how, I'm going to try to keep myself tame here because there's really no need to get all nutty and crazy about it, but I'll definitely tell you my thoughts on how I feel about it. So with that said, thank you for stopping by. If you can hit that like button, that'd be much appreciated. And leave a comment. Tell me what you think and your experience about the Unova tour. We have the next season coming up here very soon too, in about a day. So with that said, I'll go ahead and put this video up right now. And let's see what we have going on here. All right, so first of all, I want to talk about the stinking Lucky Trinket, which is a premium item that you paid for. And not only did you pay for it, you had to grind your ass all the way up there to freaking even get it and use it. And now it's limited to a particular day. Like, you have to use it within 6 days. Okay? That's absolutely insane to me. What are you doing? And then looking at my shinies here, look, I'm not big on the shinies. I would like one, sure. I was more so looking for 100 Kyurem because that's more important, but I was not able to get that. I'm still happy with these. I got a couple of I made a couple of Kyurem, Kyurem whites. I made one Kyurem black. I was not able to get enough candies to make like 3, okay? I know I've seen a lot of you out there with like a couple, like a full team of them. Hey, more power to you. More power to you. That's awesome. So looking at the backgrounds, these are the backgrounds that I do have. Just a couple, nothing crazy here. And if you're still a little curious as to maybe you didn't get the adventure effect for your Kyurem black or white, you needed to have Glaciate on your Kyurem itself before you fuse them, and then you'll be able to have that adventure effect going. So I do have that 98 and that nice shiny as well. Not bad. So they are going to be the top 3. I'm going to power up another one. I don't have enough candies to max it out. When it comes to the egg ticket thing, I got completely screwed over. I got completely shafted. I would have liked to get one of these regional shiny. I hatched quite a few, okay? I'm not keeping everything, and I'm going to transfer quite a few of these. I am going to keep some of those regionals, of course. But, I mean, quite literally, the Larvesta, I hatched that, okay? And the Deerling, I got that through a task. I was going to say, I won it. I was able to receive that through a task. I got a couple of Kyurem shinies, of course, because I don't know. I did probably like 150 of those raids, somewhere around that maybe. What's wrong, girl? Come here, Theta. Come over here. But yeah, I'm just disappointed. It's okay. Relax, good girl. But anyways, like, look at this. Like, at least I have this. This was obviously before the actual tour itself. Shundo shiny, like Genesect. That's insane. You know, it's even funnier. A couple of days leading up to this actual Unova tour, the 2 days that we did have, I received more shinies then, in those 2 days leading up to it, than the actual event itself. Which is nuts. So as you can see, we do have the Ice Burn on one and not the other, because one of the Kyurems did have Glaciate while the other didn't. But that's no big deal. I don't need both of them to have the adventure effect on there anyways. We have this nice 98 that's going to be able to do that for us. And then the Kyurem Black is also going to be able to do that because we did have Glaciate when we did fuse them together. Now, I will say, one of the best things about this event was the fact that they did release some, you know, enormously strong Pokemon. We're talking about the fusion here. You are going to be able to do all kinds of solos by yourself now with these ice type Pokemon. It is absolutely insane. They are freaking amazingly strong. It is absolutely bananas. And that aspect of the whole event is the fun part, right? We're getting a new Pokemon, it's fusion. When it comes down to the shiny rates, you know, I'm a little disappointed, but what I'm really upset about is how I didn't even get 100 Kyurem. Like, come on, man. I was able to make it up to 308 as far as the ranks go here. You do have a couple of days to to claim those points or the reward, so make sure you do that right away. And also remember that the stinking lucky trinket has to be used right away within 6 days, which is absolutely ridiculous. I still think, why are they making it timed? If they do release this item again at another time, Niantic, if you're listening, or anybody out there, is there anybody in the void? Hello, can you please make it so it doesn't expire? Like, let us just hold on to it. Again, maybe you're going to travel somewhere, you meet a new friend, and you guys become a particular friendship. You're not best friends yet, but you want to use the lucky trinket. They have an item, or they have a Pokemon, you have a Pokemon, then you guys can trade each other, bingo bango. But with this expiration of it, it's kind of ridiculous. You're going to be forced to use it just like that. Like, come on, you got 6 more days. Let's go, chop, chop. I know you paid for this, but time to use it. Let's get it. I just find it a little ridiculous, to be honest with you. But all in all, I am happy with Kyurem Black and White. Obviously, everybody is. Very awesome Pokemon. The adventure effects are pretty cool. I will have to say, well, at least Kyurem Black's is. Yeah, Kyurem White's is all right too, I suppose. But I think Kyurem Black is the bigger winner here, to be honest with you. So they are going to be at the top of my list here. So we're going to go ahead and look at that ice. And we do have that shiny that we are going to power up here. I'm going to dump some rare candies into it here in a second. Not XLs. I'm just going to use 68. And even at that point, it will be the 3rd highest combat power Pokemon that I do have in my inventory, because they are now the highest combat Pokemon in this game, period, which is pretty insane. I think the only thing that's going to be able to outpace this thing as far as combat power is going to be, isn't it Mewtwo? Mega Mewtwo? Why? I think. I'm not 100% sure. I forgot the actual combat power. Somebody will let me know down below. I do have a ton of XL candy, or I do have a ton of XL candies, but I have a ton of regular rare candies that we're going to go ahead and put that in there and just bring it up. 64 XL candies. Go ahead and do that. And remember, you're going to need candies to use the adventure effects as well, so you got to keep that in mind. But it's no big deal. You could just dump rare candies into it if you wanted to use it that bad. I think the best time to use those is when maybe we have like a particular spotlighter with ×2 Stardust for catching, or an event with ×2 Stardust, and you're out there just grinding using the Go Plus Plus with Ultra or Great Balls. That's going to be absolutely amazing. That's the time to use it. Or when you're raiding for legendaries and you want to just have them stop moving around. It'll make it that much easier for you to do that. So that's pretty much about it, folks. I mean, what could they have done better? So you're like, okay, well, what do you want them to just hand you all the shinies and give you all the hundreds like that? I mean, no, but these are a premium price items here, and I feel like it was very underwhelming for what it was. I could dig in more, and I feel like we're just seeing an increase of the game's event prices, as well as all these extra tickets, and there is a decrease in quality of the events themselves. It's almost as if they're nerfing things just to make it that much harder. Maybe my luck wasn't that great, but I see a lot of people out there saying the same thing that I am. But on the other hand, you do have other people who are able to get a whole bunch of shinies and had an absolute blast. I'm not saying I didn't have a blast. I had a good time. The second day, I really didn't do too much. Kind of just walked around my neighborhood and took Athena on a little walk and just kind of sat around and did some remote raids. I just wasn't feeling it anymore, okay? I did go out there grinding. I went to a very good spot where there's a lot of Pokemon. I walked around there, and I didn't get a single shiny within like 3 hours or 100 Kyurem while I was raiding. So I said, okay, I'm just going to go home and take it easy and not really stress this out too much. It's not that big a deal. At the end of the day, it is a game, right? But we do have to remember we are putting real money into this. So it's still a game, but we are making these investments and hoping for something. And if you're out there grinding your ass off and you're not able to get, at least a couple of shinies or freaking at least a 98 Kyurem or 100 after I've seen some people doing like 300 or freaking more. You guys are crazy in a good way. And you don't get 100. That's insane to me. That's insane. But I take the good with the bad. I do have Duskmane Necrozma with the 2 special backgrounds. One was 100. The Solgaleo doesn't need to be 100. I did have the background on that, right? Everybody got one depending on the path you went. And it is 100 with the 2 fused backgrounds together, which looks freaking awesome. I'm happy about that. But that was, you know, that was before. It was basically a time for you to get as many Kieran Blacks and Whites as you possibly could. So there you go. Anyways, if you did enjoy this video, if you can give it a thumbs up, let me know how you feel about this event. And are you going to be purchasing tickets like this in the future, where they literally had the egg and then the other one, and they separated the pants and the sweater. So you had to buy each one for a total of $10. I remember when all this was included in one for like $7.99 or even $4.99. But now they're kind of getting even more greedier as time goes on. It's so crazy to see. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.